Welcome, everyone. I am still waiting on Laura. Her computer is doing updates, so she will be here whenever that's done. In the meantime, I wanted to go ahead and get this started because we're already a few minutes late, which, not a big deal. Good morning. How is everyone? I know Leia is here. Welcome. And it's definitely not morning for you. But how has your day been? It has been a few weeks since I live streamed, and I don't know. I think I'm ready to be live streaming again. It is. I've had a slow couple weeks, and it's been really nice. It's the afternoon. I never remember what time it is, but I know it has to be afternoon, evening, because it's definitely not morning. It's the afternoon. It's a difficult day, to be honest. Well, I hope it gets better, Leia. Not quite feeling so. I know it's already the afternoon, but I hope it gets better. Yes. How has everyone's travels been going? I was hoping to be able to do all of the ones in July, but I have not done any of the last 2 weeks yet. So, if I am able to do this week's drabble pretty quickly, I will probably do at least last week's. I need to look at the prompts again. Yeah, I think last week's is a little more interesting compared to the one prior. I just really love cicadas. And sunstroke is specifically a little bit limiting. Yeah. But I'm very excited about the ones this week. I'm going to go ahead and pull them up. The ones for this week are An Abandoned Cabin and Swearing an Oath. I'm so excited about that. Okay, Leia says, I'm slowly making progress in my draft. I gave up on drabbles for the moment, alas. Yeah, that's all right. I have obviously done the same. Okay. Laura's computer should be done soon. Making progress through your draft is really good, though. That has definitely been my main focus. So I have not done a whole lot else, and yeah, for the last few weeks the progress has been very slow. So I get it. See, my computer is also like, I want to do updates right now. No, right now I'm busy. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to pull this up again because I'm excited thinking about these prompts. Oh, okay, Leah asks, what do you have in mind for the drabble? Honestly, nothing really so far. I'm very excited about these, and it very much gives like the summer camp horror type of vibes, which I do have like a story idea based around that kind of thing. But that's not one I've worked on a whole bunch. So um, I'm not sure if that's something I will actually work on or if I'll try to BS something. The story idea is basically this probably college student age person going back to the summer camp where he experienced something traumatic as like a middle schooler, and, and like working through the trauma while dealing with whatever horror monster is going on and like solving a murder. So I don't know. It's all too big picture. I don't have a lot of like honed in ideas. So that makes it hard to like do a drabble on it if I don't have enough like details. But that's also kind of what I've used the drabbles for a lot. So we'll see. Tanya's here. Exciting. And Laura should be on soon. Okay. Let's see. It is. There we go. Okay. Add to the stream. There we go.
It took a year and a half. Goodness gracious.
Yeah. No. When the computer decides to update, mine is also like, you need to update. There are 6 things that you need to update. I'm like, not right now, I don't.
First it was Discord updating, and then it was Dell updating, and then it was, you need to restart and update all this so that you can hear.
Oh my gosh. that one is a little important. That can be postponed.
Yep.
Okay, and Tanya says, I didn't realize this was today. Yeah, I didn't post. I need to put my schedule up. But I'll be live streaming at this time until school starts. And then I won't be able to live stream at this time anymore. So, um, the next, that's what, the next 4 weeks I'll be live streaming at this time. And then I'll figure it out after that. I don't know when. How are you, Laura? What a reveal. Yes.
Hi! I'm on the tired side. Sunday, I went with the residents at the retirement home to a play. And the play started at 8 at night, so I didn't get to clock out till 11:15 at night.
That
And then,
feels a little late for them.
I know, but the play started at 8. It was so good. It was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Ooh.
It was adorable. The kid who played Charlie Bucket, so talented. I was like, holy cow, that kid's got pipes.
That's so fun.
So that was Sunday, and then Monday was yesterday, and I worked till 7 at night because there was lots of stuff to get done, and I needed to make sure that the movie worked for the residents at 7. So, and then today I have to be at the flower warehouse at 8 in the morning. So in an hour and 15 minutes to make sure, like, to go pick out the flowers for our flower arranging. You're
busy.
I am.
Okay, welcome Marley. And Tanya says, I'm washing dishes, so I'll be on and off chatting, but I'm excited. That's all right. Oh, you want to know about my weekend? You know how, like a month ago, my power randomly went out, and while I was working on stuff, and I lost a bunch of stuff. It was fine. I fixed it. But I rewrote the whole scene that I lost. And it was awful. But anyway, so on Sunday, the power went out again. Like, and it's our whole breaker going off, and that's weird. It shouldn't be doing that, even during like a heat advisory, which it wasn't last time, but it was. We're in one right now. So it went off, and flipped it, went off again almost immediately, and left it off for a little while. Let it cool down because it was overheated, but it's like this shouldn't be happening. And it popped again like a couple hours later, and then amazingly did not go off again after that. But so that was Sunday. The main breaker popped 3 times, which is not okay. So we're like, okay, I'm not even going to try to do any stuff on my computer or anything like that. We're trying to be as gentle with the system as possible until someone can get here and figure out what the hell is happening. Anyway, we had to replace the main breaker, so city utilities had to come like shut off the power and all that, and so that happened yesterday. So everything's fine, but until like yesterday afternoon, I was like, I don't know, I might have to cancel that live stream because who knows if my house can handle it. So, yeah. And also we had a family reunion on Saturday, and then my sister's husband is sick, So we watched her kids Sunday night, and it was like, hey, the power might go out, but everything's fine. Fun times.
Indeed.
Okay, Marley says, I've been trying to code my writing app while I'm writing at the same time. That sounds difficult. You're coding a writing app? I am so intrigued, though. That is so cool. Let's see. I'm going to pull up the prompts again.
Hey.
Yeah. Do you have any ideas? I was kind of talking about stuff a little bit earlier, but mostly talking about how I don't have ideas.
Well, immediately what comes to mind is like a cabin in the woods, but it could be like a cabin on a starship or a cruise.
Ooh, I love that. That's so much fun. Switch to the right tab.
Let's see.
Yeah, my immediate thought is summer camp vibes, and like, but that also feels really on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I'm writing summer camp. I'm writing abandoned cabin in the woods.
On a starship or a cruise.
Yeah, starship cabin. Yeah, how else can we use cabin? Those are the main things that stand out to me.
You could do an allegory with Uncle Tom's Cabin.
That does not feel like my place.
Same. So I haven't read it.
I also have not read it, and my main knowledge of Uncle Tom's Cabin comes from The King and I. So, because they do a play of it in there.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Tanya says, somehow I'm thinking childhood make-believe in some abandoned place.
Oh,
so it could be like
fun.
an abandoned children's playhouse. Like the little one in the backyard.
Yes. A lot of those do look like log cabins anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They could be pretending that a cardboard box is a cabin.
Yes. Yeah. Not make believe. Make believe. Okay. Yeah, that's fun. And like swearing an oath would work really well for like child play. Like they're playing knights.
Mm-hmm. Or making a secret club.
Yes.
Best friends forever.
Yes. Blood Brothers or some other silly.
Spit on your hand and shake.
Yeah. Baby. I heard a baby. Okay. I pulled up the definition of cabin because I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, okay, in the same definition as the one for on a boat or ship, it's the passenger or cargo compartment of a vehicle, like in an airplane or a car. Like
Oh,
in a car,
yeah.
you're in a cabin. Um,
Yeah.
People don't use it like that very often, but yeah,
Cabin pressure on an
yeah,
airplane.
yeah. So yeah, Starship cabin, but lots of other places like yeah, on a ship or boat, in a
Car or
car,
airplane.
on an air. So those are all, and then
And getting like a Twilight Zone feel with the airplane that gets abandoned mid-flight.
right.
Like the people just vanish. And you're the only one left on board.
Oh my gosh, that sounds fun. Okay. All right, that's all I'm getting from a dictionary. Um, yeah. Okay. Let me look at some of these comments. Okay, Leia's at work, but mentally out of it. Okay, Marley said it's just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Those are rather common for many web browsers and people creating web apps in that way. Yeah, um, I do HTML and CSS with my website. JavaScript confuses the hell out of me, but I feel like it's
Same.
supposed to. I don't. I have tried, and it's just like you don't make sense. I think that's a JavaScript problem, not a me problem.
I haven't used HTML or CSS since I was an assistant web designer right out of high school.
Mm. Yeah, I just do like simple stuff for my website because I am super cheap and use NeoCities, and it's like $5 a month as opposed
Oh,
to
nice.
pretty recently um, a bunch of people were freaking out on social media because apparently the big one, Squarespace,
Wix. Oh,
well,
Squarespace.
Squarespace upped their price by like
Uh-huh.
25%.
Woo.
So people who are paying like 300 something will now be paying 400 something.
Uh-huh.
And that's fine if you're making money from your business and can
Uh-huh.
handle that. Um, I'm not.
Yeah.
Not enough to warrant that kind of pricing. So like I pay, $5 a month. That's $60 plus like however much it is for the domain, and that's
Mm-hmm.
it. So my website probably could look quite a bit better, but it's also cheap, and that is preferred.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Marley said also there isn't really a writing software or web writing tool that is fully geared toward discovery writing. Yeah, that's fair. I generally use Scrivener, and that works well for the way my brain works, being able to move stuff around. Because I do a lot of discovery writing when I'm first starting, and I don't know. I'm curious. Yeah, like Tanya asks, how do you gear writing software toward discovery writing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm. Thank you for vindicating me. Ooh, okay. And Tanya says also abandoned cabin could be post-apocalyptic, like in The Last Man on Earth. And you can use cabin for changing rooms. Oh, yeah. I think she says, I think pretty much any sectioned off private space, maybe. Yeah, you could definitely use it in that sort of way. That's interesting. I hadn't thought of that. Welcome, Maria. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we have a lot of options for how to use
Mm-hmm.
it. Is anything standing out to you?
Probably the flight that gets abandoned mid-flight. Um, maybe an oath at summer camp, and something with a spaceship.
Okay, that sounds fun. That's that's good. Um, Also, swearing an oath could just be cussing. Um, like
That is
that's
true.
which, especially if you're thinking like childhood make believe stuff, wording it like that as like because like cussing being a thing you're not supposed to do. That that phrasing
Mm-hmm.
actually works there. I don't know. I think an idea is slowly starting to formulate. Okay, yeah. Tanya says the abandoned flight is awesome. Yeah, I think that is my favorite of your ideas. I love it. Okay, and Marley says I've implemented keyboard shortcuts. That word didn't want to come out right on my main editor to create chapters and scenes instead of using the mouse. Ah, that would definitely make it easier. And my main editor splits the pages whenever for creating chapters. My navigator is just a neat thing for me to see as my book builds up. That's really cool. Tanya says, also out of left field, but I just thought that cabin could also be online, like in NanoCam, something like that.
Oh.
Oh, that's fun. Mm. Putting on my list something online? Question mark? Question mark? Yeah, that's. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I am ready to get started on a sprint. Because
Yeah,
you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Let's flip over to here. And okay, I've got everything up. So we will see everyone in 30 minutes. Good luck.
Gotta remember how to mute.
Right. Welcome back. How did that go for everybody?
It went.
Yeah, you got all 3 done.
I'm halfway through a fourth.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and Innocent Hedgehog came in. Welcome. I just barely got through one. And it's fine.
Yeah.
It is not really anything special, but I did it.
Ooh, I just need 15 more words.
How did the sprint go for everybody else? Innocent Hedgehog says, I didn't do anything, just opened my file. Hey.
4 words too long. Sorry.
Opening the file is an important first step. You have to do that before you can work on anything.
Two words too long.
You're so close.
Do you want to read yours?
Sure. This kind of morphed into a story I haven't worked on in a really, really long time. It was originally like a role play that my friends and I did in high school, and was, way too complicated and convoluted, because that's what tends to happen when you and your friends get really excited about all these different characters and storylines.
Indeed.
And whatever. So I have since done a simplified version that I actually did for one of my senior projects in college. I did a comic book issues, which turned out fine. So this kind of morphed into that very unintentionally, and none of that background was important at all. Okay. Inside, a thick layer of dust coats the little kitchen where Bart cooked when you couldn't leave, and the accompanying table and chairs, and the beds still dressed in simple white sheets. It's been over a decade, but when you close your eyes and listen to the stillness, you hear them. Don't set off sparks, that hurts. Then you don't light fires. Both of you shut up, there's no time. Yeah, the swearing in ceremony's tomorrow. We don't. Oh, I messed up there. It says we don't have much time, but I just said there's no time, so that doesn't work. Anyway, I need to fix that. If you knew then what you know now, if you could walk through time, maybe everything would have turned out differently. Okay. I need to fix that line now. I'm mad. It's fine.
Nice.
Okay, Tanya finished dishes, so that's exciting.
Yay! I need a skedaddle soon.
Yes. Okay.
So I can go get my work shirt on and
Yeah.
go to the flower warehouse.
Can you read one? Do you have time for that?
Just one.
I mean, if you have time to read all of them, I wouldn't complain. But yeah.
I'll read all of them.
Okay.
Okay, I have 4. Here's number 1. The airplane cabin rocks gently on the air currents over New Mexico. My seat neighbors are dozing, legs spread into my space and snuffling snores adding to the atmospheric drone. The whole vehicle jolts in a flash of lightning. Sparks sizzle around the metal bolts and pieces. Screams fill the air until silence abruptly takes their place. I blink. There's no one else in the cabin with me. I'm alone. Alone 10,000 feet above Roswell. Terror grips my faculties. I cry and swear oaths to any deity or alien listening if it will just save me from my imminent crash.
Oh my gosh. Of course it's over Roswell.
Of course. That's the first one. The second one, I tried something where it's just dialogue. So, did you hear about Cabin 13? The creepy one? Yeah, Ashley says it's haunted. Been abandoned since that camp counselor got murdered in it. That's crazy. Well, there's a legend. Whoever can stay the night in it will get a wish granted. What kind of wish? Legend says that one girl stayed the night and the next day her crush became her boyfriend. Another kid stayed and his parents won the lottery. That's some life-changing stuff. Come with me tonight. I swear I won't abandon you partway through. We can both get our wishes. You swear? It's a deal.
Oh my god, that's adorable. And it sounds like a bad idea. Don't do it. Somebody's gonna die.
Let's see. Third one. I made up this alien name. Forgive me. Ferreter pressed against me, kisses passionate. His hands held me firmly, one sliding up the fabrics along my back nestled at the base of my skull, where my head tails started, where my nerves sang. I can't keep up public decency for long. We should go somewhere, he whispered. My bunkmate is still in our cabin. What about yours? I moaned as he nibbled at my skin, turning the green hue blue with passion. Same, although I know of an abandoned one. The couple took shore leave yesterday. Perfect, but only if you swear that you love me. He hesitated. That's number 3.
No. He hesitated.
He hesitated.
Oh my god.
Fourth and final.
That's so fun.
Cobwebs clung to the corners of the plastic play cabin I abandoned as a teen. Mom had left it to fade in the sun, a physical manifestation of my broken oath to always come back home and to her. My church shoes scuffed as I crawled inside, funeral program crumpled in hand. She hadn't given up on me. She'd been there, reaching out. Yet I'd been so busy. With what? Nothing that should have been more important than the word of a 6-year-old me. The one that believed family was most important. The realization I'd come to terms with once again. Ta-da!
Oh, I like that one a lot. That's depressing.
Indeed!
Oh, yes. So juicy. That was great.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Yes, thank you for hanging out.
Sorry it took so long to update my computer.
Oh my gosh. You're fine. I'm sure mine is going to take a while when I finally let it.
Alright, I'll see you around the block.
Yes.
Bye!
Okay. Yeah, Laura has to go to work, so I think we're going to hang out and do another sprint. I have to fix this stupid line. I was running out of time, so I didn't have time to read through it again and fix anything like that. Okay. I think that fixes it. Okay. Well, should we do another sprint? I want to try to work on last week's drabble. and actually catch up on the ones for this month. At least a little bit. Does that work? Or do I have to do it on the same line? I do have to do it on the same line. That's silly. Okay, there, I posted that. Read it again. Oh my gosh. It's. Okay, I guess. Inside, a thick layer of dust coats the little kitchen where Bart cooked when you couldn't leave, and the accompanying table and chairs, and the beds, still dressed in simple white sheets. It's been over a decade, but when you close your eyes and listen to the stillness, you hear them. Don't set off sparks, that hurts. Then you don't light fires. Both of you shut up. This is serious. Yeah, the swearing in ceremony's tomorrow. We don't have much time. If you knew then what you know now, if you could walk through time, maybe everything would have turned out differently. You did miss it, but I also messed up while reading it, so it's fine. That reading was a lot better, not just because I had to fix like a sentence, but yeah. I don't know. It's fine. I don't hate it, but it is like it doesn't feel complete because it's not. It's part of a big story that maybe eventually I will write because it is I have too many story ideas to handle. Too many to handle. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. I think I want to do one more sprint. And then I have to get ready for an appointment. So let's get that set up. This guy. And I am going to try to do last week's, the singing cicadas one. Because I really like those prompts. Okay. I do feel like most of us creative people, when we finally like when we really dive in and focus on being creative, the ideas just multiply is a problem. Okay, and Tanya's going to study for this one. That's important. Okay, I will put up the prompts again. And actually, we're going to flip this around. All right. I will see you guys in 30 minutes. And good luck. How did that go for everybody? Let's see. Switch back to this. And I know Mateo popped in. Welcome. Glad you're here. No, Innocent Hedgehog was working on some fanfic. And Leia wants to leave the office. I hope you're able to soon. And yes, Tanya sent some glitter. How did that sprint go for everybody? I got my drabble done for last week's prompt. And I'm pretty happy with it. Much happier with it than I was with the one for this week. Okay, Mateo says, almost done with the drabble. That's awesome. And Leia wrote 59 words. Hey, that's impressive. You're still at work. That's great. Bye, Leia. See you later. Okay. And Innocent Hedgehog got 141. Hey, you got distracted, but that's still not that bad. Okay. I am going to go ahead and read this one. This is for specifically the prompt singing cicadas. I did not include the other prompt for last week. Just that one. So this kind of turned into I would even title this one something like On the Nature of Cicadas. Okay. The trees overflow with cicadas, hidden among the leaves, but impossible to miss. Their voices echo as one, the ebb and flow of their lovesick song, begging for attention. They cry out their desperate mating call as the sun dips lower in the sky, the chorus nothing more than frantic vibrations. They have no shame in their eagerness, no reason to wear a facade, no lie in their tone or in their swagger. They act on their God-given instincts to perform their nightly task, to say to the world, I am here, I am ready, I want to fuck you. The end. I don't know, I just started writing something and it came out very silly. Thanks, guys. Okay, and with that, I need to head out because I have to get ready for an appointment. Thanks for hanging out with me. It was nice to get back to live streaming and doing some sprints with people. It was nice. And I will see you guys later. I will be live streaming again next week at the same time, and the following few weeks after that, same time, until school starts, and then I will have to figure out a different time. If you want to join the Drabble server, shoot me a DM either on Discord or on Instagram, and I'll send you an invite. And aside from that, I will see you guys